Hello everyone, Simon here with a review of Circuits. Circuits is a music and sound-based puzzle game that's available for PS4, the version you see on your screens, but also PC. It might be also out on Switch and Xbox One, I genuinely don't know. This is a real indie development though, and the PS4 version is only available in America. This game is intriguing though, and it reminds me of a game that gets an awful lot of views on my channel from way back called Mosaic Box. And in that, you used to be able to puzzle pieces of a music box together to create a music melody. Circuits does the same thing, but does it across a whole composition. And it's done it in like a circuit style fashion, obviously. So you'd play the whole tune at the beginning so that you can hear it in its entirety. And then down at the very bottom, you've got all of these different nodes that will change up depending on the type of puzzle that you're in. So some of them will be synth-based, some of them will be bass, some of them will be vocals, some might be beats. And you'll play those individually and then work out where you need to drop them into the mix of the circuit so that you can recreate the song that you've heard before. Now you can do this in several different ways, and the thing that I like about Circuits, particularly if you're going for the platinum, which is what I went for and got, is you've got like the easy version, which is where you can break things down into certain layers and hear only the bass, only the synth, only the vocals, only the beats, and so on and so forth. Or if you're going platinum-fied, you need to be able to hear all the different elements in your head as you go and listen to it all together. And that's quite tricky because quite often your tonal intonation of what you're hearing will be carried off by, say, like a bass, and then you'll think that you've heard that in a synth, but it's not really. So then you're like, thinky face. Out comes the emoji. And you have to really think about how you're going to go on from there on in. But that's for me, that was the real way to play the game. I also hugely recommend playing this game with headphones on, because some of the clues as to what's going on in the music happens with the panning of the music as you go along and kind of where it triggers in relation to other pieces of the puzzle. The game does get complicated in its like final third, and the way how it gets complicated is that it doesn't just stick with timing, it also sticks with turning circuits on and off. So it might be that you've got several different layouts of a circuit and you need to choose which way you're going to go down. That can be done by process of elimination quite quickly, but then each node then starts to have a timing cycle, and that's where I've personally found the challenge myself. So it could be that actually you need to play that node twice on a loop, or 3 times, or anything up to 8 times on a loop. And so you really have to keep replaying stuff back and be thinking like, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 2 bars. Now I need to put that sample up for 2 bars so that it will run for its entirety, because it might be in the right spot, but it's not going for the right length. Musicians, I think, will enjoy this. Puzzle fiends, I think, will really enjoy this one as well. But also people who like music reactionary puzzles, or anything where music changes as a result of your gameplay, I think will kind of find their home here as well. The game, whilst it's not like ultimately challenging, it's one of those games where you can do stuff by process of elimination, and I find that really quite an interesting one to go down, because you can solve it and feel like really vindicated, or you can eventually fudge your way through it. There are hints, but they are limited. And if you're going for the Platinum Trophy, then you need to kind of stay away from those for as long as possible, because you need to cross a certain amount of levels without using any hints to be able to get one of the trophies that's involved. But they will kind of either alert you to anything that's in the wrong place, or anything, there's a hint that will drop something into the right place for you. And there's a couple of levels where there's like really quick succession synths that's quite helpful with. So that's Circuits. It's been out for a few years. It's a little hidden gem. I thought I'd tell you all about it. So, any comments or questions, please do leave them down below. Written review will be over on highplanegames.com very shortly. Until then, happy gaming. Boysy boy. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.